So you need to tell the story how you found this house.
Oh, you were thinking of buildings that we could refurbish because it would be a lot less expensive than building from scratch. And we thought he wanted to be in this village. It's his grandmother still lives here. You know, someday he might need to help her. And he loved the area. It was a beautiful area. So I looked at Google Maps and I thought, oh, the old collective farm, and looked at the long building, a huge building. I thought, well, maybe you could use part of it. And then I saw, oh, look at this roof across the creek. And when we came out here, we saw this thing and I fell in love with it. We'll go down in the basement, all this cut stone. I mean, it's the most beautiful built, strong building. But look at the roof line on the peak. It's not sagging.
It's very straight.
It's straight. It's been there for 80, 90 years.
Wow.
And refurbished that. There's some places that need to be repaired.
Yeah.
Rebuild the walls. It's about 30 foot by 100 feet. Just the first floor, but if you raise the floor a bit, the basement would be usable, drainage, and even a little bit in the attic area. Rudy's dream is to have 10 boys, adopt 10 boys, and as they grow and leave, you replace them, and for as long as they can, and for my wife and I to be grandparents in here as long as we're here. And God has revealed in a vision, and I've only had a vision twice in my life, but this was one of them, is on my 69th birthday. I saw me here pushing an aluminum wheelbarrow on just the other side of the building there. And to the left of me, I saw the blueberry plants, except they were 2 meters tall, and they're there, and I was, the wheelbarrow was empty, but I was pushing it. I don't know if maybe it's like a walker. Or I don't know if I was doing any work, but I was able to move and I was pushing it. And here, this piece of property we're looking at is 7 hectares. That would be a good cash crop. So in faith, down in Poplarville, we have a couple thousand of these already started growing. Most of them about this size. There's a variety called Legacy.
Wow.
Kind of prophetic,
legacy,
isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a legacy. When I'm dead and buried, these will still be growing here alive. Our legacy will be these blueberries, and maybe they'll put a little plaque up and say, maybe they'll bury me back here and just put some blueberry plants on top of it and see if they grow or if they die. So that is our dream here, to establish this blueberry plantation to support the work here, because it would be a good cash crop. We have the experience. Okay, now someone says, oh, that's a nice dream. Well, I've been growing blueberries for 25 years, and 9 years we've been growing blueberries in Poplarville. That's here in Ukraine. So I have the experience of those 500 plants. The year before last, we had a crop on that 1/4 acre of a full ton of blueberries that we sold. All of them sold locally. They went fast at a good price. They went very fast. Huh? In fact, the director of the home we were in said, "Oh, can't sell them all. Can't we have some blueberries for us to eat, freeze to eat?" I said, "Oh yeah, of course. But you get carried away with if people want to buy them, you sell them. Yep, those are for sale." So that's the plan here. Can you tell I'm excited about it? I am. This is God's plan.
Let's go inside, we will show you guys. So we believe God will call us and just not make like a good house, but make a good economy for the village. And for our mayor, would pray for mayor and the government. Yeah, we believe that God will provide this everything because we have a life, and this is God have a still plan for our life. So just the reason to make the men's who are really calling by God. This is the goal, and our vision just made really good men for Ukraine. And it doesn't matter if they're orphan, because God called us to serve for orphan and widows. And this is what we accept. And each of us have the chance or accept God's plan or didn't accept. We are on that boat, and we will continue to build His gospel, God's kingdom in the land. This is why we call here. You can see the electricity, I don't know how this is.
The power lines.
Power lines. And there's, you saw the road, how we came in the cars. So after that bushes, it's going down and down there will be the trees. You can see the many trees there is going. So this will be court, yeah, and this will be 70 acres. And Jim wanna make it here's for water containers, but to save for the summer. When it's summer, no water, we can use the container. So there is, after that lines electricity, there's 56 acres was apples, and the government don't know what to do now. They don't have investors, they don't have a factory, but we don't want to just begging all the time. So we want to make the blueberries. We want to make little factory of water, because here is the perfect water, and it's awesome what you can make it water and sailing, because in the future we will need to have more and more good water without gas, with gas. And so this is where we have a plan. And the house not only will need it, but God, the house from God provide will be a blessing from Ukraine and for maybe for world. You know, the God, when he begin building something about his plan, we cannot control his authority and blessing. So we are believing that, and maybe someday we will make this 56 acres for apple trees, but I have hope I will not be responsible for that. So we are believe, and this is, you see, blessing panorama, and that church where we will preaching, see?
That's the one.
So yeah, we want this village have a life, and we believe in that. So we will follow that, God permission and God command.